Tell us about the first time you got to Bradford, because this is brilliant. This is brilliant.
I didn't know anything about England.
Yeah.
So I was sending up, back in New Zealand, I was playing all the junior representative rugby league. I was preparing to join a club called South Queensland Crushers. But Henry said, look, just wait, you know, he come back from England, he had played well for Wakefield, and he said, look, wait, you know, just give my manager, because it's good to have family in England, and it's good level of rugby over there, and it's full professional. And I said, oh, okay. And I was offered 15,000 Australian dollars, or 10,000 Australian dollars, which is not much, but a part-time job as well. And then this club called Bradford Northern offered me £25,000. Now, the pound was really strong back in those days. So that was 75,000 New Zealand dollars for an 18-year-old kid, you know what I mean? That was like mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing figures. But I knew nothing about England. Anyway, it was a 1 week turnaround between signing the contract and getting on the plane and coming over. And 3 days before we flew out, I'm packed and ready to go. We were the only family in the neighbourhood that had Sky, but we had Sky because of the NRL, to watch the rugby league. And so I was watching the movies, and I'll reiterate, I didn't know anything about England, and knew less about England than this, less about the city in the north of England called Bradford. Yeah. And the movie that came on and I watched was a movie called Rita, Sue and Bob 2. So I got off the plane with a piece of mum's skirt held tightly in my hand, like I don't want to do it, kicking and screaming I was. And then my first day I got to Bradford, and it's me and the missus and my oldest daughter Aisha, and we're walking around Bradford city centre, and everyone's staring. And beautiful, I'm looking up at the beautiful architecture in the city centre, and people just keep looking at us. And I'm thinking to myself, man, they know their rugby here. You know what I mean? I'm already a superstar. And what I found out was, what I realised was, it was because we were walking around barefooted. We had no shoes on. Where we come from, that's a very normal thing to do, even in the city centre, just to walk around barefooted, where obviously it's not a thing to do here in England. After 10 years of living here, though, I went back to New Zealand, and I'm walking up Queen Street, which is the main street in Auckland city centre, and I'm looking at 50% of the people were barefooted, and I'm thinking, look at this lot. State of them.